Suns are the only team in the NBA with an above 500 road record and an under 500 home record. As Bradley Beal is hurt. Oh boy. He hit the three and was fouled.
Doesn't look good right now, but gosh, they just got this group together.
And Beal is going to go back to the Suns locker room.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate.
Guys, this feels a lot like deja vu, because 25 games into the season, and after a total of 25 minutes on the court together, yes, quite poetic, the Phoenix Suns' big three is in jeopardy. And if you ask NBA Twitter, they seem to think this is the NBA gods' way of repaying Kevin Durant for joining the Golden State Warriors. Now, I don't know if this is the NBA gods doing this, but there is something seriously weird going on with Kevin Durant post-Golden State, and this is just the latest evidence of that. And when I say there's something weird, right here are the 4 All-Stars KD has played with since leaving Golden State. Yes, I didn't include Ben Simmons. And here's their percentage of games played each season prior to joining KD, and then once they teamed up with KD. Now let me stress, this isn't games played together, this is just total games they have played with them on the same roster. To go a step further, this is the percentage of games each of these guys have actually played with Kevin Durant. Yes, the most frequent being Kevin Durant and Booker, who have played a grand total of 40% of their available games together. And just to go one step further, because why not, you guys remember the great duo of Kobe Bryant and Dwight Howard. In their 1 year together, they played a total of 2 less games as a duo than KD and Kyrie played over the course of 4 seasons together. I mean, you can't make this up. We got through 1 full game of the newest big three before what looks like a serious injury occurred. And even though that one game was a loss, and the other lasted 5 minutes, in the 25 minutes the 3 guys shared the floor together, yes, because this is literally all we have to go off, the Suns were really damn good, recording a 138 offensive rating and a plus 28 net rating, showcasing the potential they have, like on this play, where Devin Booker has the ball out top. Brooklyn send 2 defenders, so he kicks it to KD, who Bridges rotates over to, so KD kicks it out to Bradley Beal, and with Johnson running him off the 3-point line, he puts the ball on the floor, attacks the space, and hits a comfortable mid-range shot. Why is that one play so special? Because in last year's playoffs, that's exactly what Phoenix were missing. Just look at this play where KD initially draws 2 defenders. He kicks it to Payne, who kicks it to Booker, who then draws 2 more defenders, and wide open is Josh Okogie. I think I would have had a chance to fly to Denver and contest the shot before any of the Nuggets players did. That's how wide open he was, but it was for good reason, as he clanked the 3. Or any number of plays where Devin Booker was usually the one getting trapped before it would eventually find its way into the hands of Okogie, Shamet, or Warren, and well, the result wasn't too positive. That's why in those 25 minutes, we had already seen exactly what Bradley Beal was brought in to bring, and the difference he would make when doubling KD or Devin Booker. Or more importantly than just isolated plays, the Suns need someone to help out when they don't have KD or Book on the floor, which given the injury history will probably be quite frequent. And what makes this situation so crazy is KD left the Warriors 5 years ago, and it's been this exact situation every single season ever since. I mean, how can we forget when the Brooklyn Nets went up 2-0 against Giannis and the Bucks with James Harden already missing through injury, only for this to happen.
As Irving throws it in, goes down hard on his right shoulder. It's Kyrie Irving holding that right shin.
Looked like he came down on that ankle, landing on Giannis's foot. Yep.
And even with this happening, it wasn't even the injuries that was the worst bit of luck for KD in that series. He was an inch away from winning Game 7. That's when things got even crazier, because after what seemed like best friends reunited with Harden, Kyrie, and KD, Harden was fed up, getting traded for the least reliable quote-unquote star in NBA history, Ben Simmons. Well, we can't even call him a star anymore, but at the time, there was some hope he could be the missing piece. He wasn't. The Nets then got swept, and it looks like the offseason was going to be an eventful one. However, Brooklyn held firm, and last year might not be remembered as much as the Kyrie mandate year, or the Harden fat suit year, or the year Ben Simmons decided to sit out. Yes, there's been quite a few eventful years, but after a slow start to the year, the Nets were in turmoil, with KD and Kyrie both still wanting out. All of a sudden, things completely changed.
Your opening tip tonight is the Brooklyn Nets, and what a season they are putting together. They've gone 16-2 in their last 18 games, led by the great Kevin Durant. And this surge has taken them from being below 500 to where they sit now, which is just a game and a half behind Boston for the best record in the entire NBA.
So after going 18-2 over a 20-game stretch, against all odds, it looks like Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving were going to deliver on the promise of being the most lethal duo in the NBA. Except there was one problem. That only lasted 20 games, because KD got injured, Kyrie got upset, and then demanded a trade, which brought KD to Phoenix. Again, I don't know of any NBA gods, but whenever things are looking up for this man, the humbling is fast and brutal. And what makes it all the crazier is Kevin Durant himself is one of the most remarkable sporting stories ever, because all these injuries to everyone else has the world forgetting he was never, ever supposed to be this good again.
I wouldn't even offer him a max contract if I was another team.
Prior to KD rupturing his Achilles, we'd seen it happen to a handful of stars, the most notable being Kobe Bryant, Dominique Wilkins, and recently DeMarcus Cousins, as you can see from this graphic. But what this graphic doesn't tell you is what happened following the Achilles injury to these players. Prior to the Achilles injury, all four of these guys were dominant all-star, all-NBA level players, with all four averaging at least 25 points per game to go along with filling up the stat sheet in numerous other ways. Following that Achilles injury, well, you guys can see for yourselves that aside from Dominique Wilkins, who had a couple of really successful seasons, Kevin Durant has taken his game to levels that we have literally never seen before. Whether you want to argue that he's better now than he was before, the numbers are better, and just the idea that you could argue that is ludicrous in itself. Yet unfortunately for KD, despite doing the unthinkable, whatever kind of magic he used to heal his injuries has had the reverse effect on every single teammate he has had since he left Golden State. Luckily for KD and the Suns, they are still a very good team when Devin Booker and Durant are both on the floor. However, that has only occurred 40% of the time since he joined, but the playoffs gave us an idea of just how dangerous they can be, combining for 86 points in Game 3 against Denver. Or how about this season against Utah, where we saw their overall games come to the fore, with KD dropping 38, 9, and 9, alongside Book dropping 24 and 15. The slight issue they have is, well, over the course of 2 seasons, in their pursuit of Durant and then Beal, they gave up all their depth. Yes, I don't know if Kevin Durant is cursed, but whatever is going on is crazy. Now, if you did make it all the way to the end of the video, you might as well drop a like, subscribe to the channel, it's free, you'll get more content like this. Have a great day. Bye.